Hello everyone, welcome to Introduction to Political Science with Caroline. Today, we will be discussing the philosopher Thomas Hobbes. The things you really want to pay attention to here are Hobbes' social contract, his state of nature, and his thoughts on covenants. In Hobbes' state of nature, men are in constant competition with each other for resources that are scarce, so they are inherently selfish creatures. This creates a sort of innate fear and leaves people concerned about the possibility of a violent death. Hobbes was a scaredy cat, so he was big on fear. So how do people avoid this fate? The answer is being selfish. Hide your wealth and property because sharing is not caring with Hobbes. Conflict in this state of nature comes about by three principal causes: competition, diffidence, and glory. So what causes these causes? Glad you asked. Competition comes about when one person is trying to gain something over another. Hobbes sees this coming more into play when talking about more serious matters like property or food, when resources are already scarce and there is no government structure in place. Diffidence, as explained by Hobbes, is the way people feel they need to defend themselves in this chaotic state. Self-preservation, by whatever means necessary, is fair game, so people are constantly in fear of others. Think about the movie The Purge, if you've seen it. All crime is legal, no government structure can help you. Everyone is out for themselves and running around in ski masks. That is basically the state of war. Humans are drawn to the last cause naturally, which is glory. In the state of war, not only are people competing for the necessary resources to survive, they are competing to be the best, to have the most, and just overall being greedy. As Hobbes would say, if any two men desire the same thing, which nevertheless they cannot both enjoy, they become enemies, and in the way to their end endeavor to destroy or subdue one another. This is why Hobbes' state of nature is characterized as solitary, nasty, poor, brutish, and short. Solitary, because everyone is scared of each other. Nasty, because everyone is constantly at each other's throats with competition. Poor, because the resources are so scarce, only the strong survive, so there is a solid chance you will have nothing. Brutish, because no one is philanthropic, they are just aggressively fighting for themselves. And short, because everyone kills each other. Now, according to Hobbes, the purpose of a social contract is to seek peace and follow through on contracts made. Hobbes believes that people who don't follow through on the social contract, or any contract for that matter, are fools who damage themselves in the long run. The three articles of peace are to seek peace, make covenants, and follow through on those covenants. Individuals will give up their personal interest to the Leviathan or leader for safety, protection, and to escape fear. Pretty much total submission to the Leviathan for freedom. However, the Leviathan is not party to the social contract. The leader cannot do any wrong beyond failing to protect its citizens. Under a Hobbesian social contract, there would be no political rights and maybe some civil rights, but basically everything is decided by the Leviathan. Currently, there are 7 absolute monarchies in the world today. Of these 7, only the Vatican City, Swaziland, Saudi Arabia, Brunei, and Oman have absolute power in a single individual. In these countries, the monarch is the head of state and also the government. These monarchs are Leviathans under Hobbesian philosophy, so they can rule however they see fit, even if it is objectively bad. For example, the Sultan of Brunei just ruled that homosexuality is punishable by death by stoning. Their subjects have forfeited their rights to protest because they, under Hobbes, have decided everything the Leviathan does is just.